Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of Sparkle and Vibe. This is your host, Kieran, and today we are going to talk about clearing space. Well, we are as it is, it's the last day of 2022, and we're stepping into 2023. And what I would talk about today is just clearing a lot of space within your environment. This could be at home, or this could be in an office space, or any place of where you go to find that solace, that peacefulness. So, what we are going to talk more about is why we do these clearing spaces. Because now, when you spend a lot of time in a certain environment, in a certain area, in a certain room as well, there is too much of emotions built in there, there's too much of energy generated, there's a lot of emotions, a lot of energy that goes around within that room. And what happens is that energy, that emotion stays there. It becomes stagnant. So it stays, and then you start feeling more and more uncomfortable in that room. You start feeling a bit low, your vibration gets lower as well. So sometimes what you need to do is you just need to give it a bit of a push and to give these energies a bit more of a push to get out of the space and clear off. So it's pretty much just like dispersing that energy and recharging the space basically. So this could be in your home, this could be in your offices, this could be in your place of meditation as well. It really depends on where you spend a lot of your time, even your kitchen. Uh, the good thing about the kitchen is you've got fire there, so it just cleanses the whole area out. But what I'm going to share today with you is a few tips on how to clear a space. Growing up, I used to watch my mom use holy water. Now, this water is being prayed on. You could get it from the temple, you could get it in churches as well, you could get it in mosques, anywhere you go, you get holy water. Now, basically, what you would do is you would take this holy water and add a tiny quantity, a bit more of water into it, so it purifies, it's purified water basically. And all you do is just sprinkle it within the area. Normally, I would watch my mom do it in the entire house. So you would just put your hand in there in the water and just sprinkle it with your hands and just try and dust it with the water. So it's pretty much like spreading fairy dust, basically. So you're just letting out all that water disperse within the areas in the house. Now, this holy water is pretty much just positivity, which clears out the environment of any emotions, any energies. So you could use one of these as the method. There's another one you could use is chanting or praying. I tend to put prayers in the house in the morning because that just revives the whole place and it just calms you down, sets the mood for the day, and it also just brings in a bit of harmony and just brings a bit of positivity within the environment that you're working in. Chanting is another one where you're using the sound vibration to actually bring in that positivity. So you're clearing this space, you're dispersing all that negativity out. And whatever the positive vibes will constantly just wash over the negativity. So it clears it out. Speaking of sound, you could use bells or clapping. Now, if you've noticed in churches, they've got church bells, gong every time. In synagogues as well, or in the Chinese tradition, they use the gong as well. The gong is where, like, when they use a stick to beat this heavy metal, and it just spreads the noise. So that is another way to disperse this negative or stagnant energy. So you could use a bell. I have one in my prayer room, where on my altar, where I'll go ringing the bell sometimes. I know it's a bit too noisy on the ears. It could cause a few disruptions, but if the bell is not for you, then maybe you could just use your hands to clap to clear out this energy. Another thing that I would use is incense sticks, or there's Palo Santos, there's sage smudge sticks. Frankincense is another one which is a really good substance to clear space. Dragon's blood is another one that I recently discovered, which is used for purification and protection of the house as well, or the environment you are in. I know some of these things might not be useful for an office because of, I mean, office spaces, there's lots of people there, but try and use some of these. So with the incense sticks, you could just light that up and let the smoke disperse. So when you're using the smoking objects like the Palo Santos, frankincense, or sage smudges, what I would suggest is open your front door, open your windows, let that air disperse out and bring in the fresh air that comes through this. Now, wintertime is one of those times when we close off all our windows and our doors. We don't have that positive vibe coming in, the chi that doesn't flow into your house as freely as it does in the summer, because you've got your windows open, you've got your doors open, and you've got all the positive energy coming in through and going out. So it's just flowing, it's just generating. With winter time, I've noticed, because the windows are shut, the doors are shut, the chi doesn't move, so it stays stagnant. So sometimes what you need to do is brace yourself, open your windows for a bit, get your door open and let the energy come in, and use these smudge sticks so that the smoke goes out. So that's dispersing that stagnant energy. Another thing you could use is Epsom salt. Salt is a very good substance to clear any negativity. I mean, you must have watched it in movies, especially in horror movies, where you've got people spreading salt around them just to keep off anything negative. And so that's one of those weird ways of showing that, yeah, salt is a good substance to clear off any negativity. Now, Himalayan salt, Epsom salt, these are more stronger. Sea salt is another stronger substance. If you don't have these, you could always use just cooking salt or table salt that is in your kitchen, that's readily available. You could have bath salts. So putting these salts in your bath helps out a lot. It cleanses yourself. With the salt, you could just spread them in four corners of your room that you're occupying, so that it just clears off any of this energy. I personally have a salt shower in the morning, so I'd make a paste out of the salt and water, and then just rub it like a scrub on the body. So then once you've showered, you've had your shower, and then you just spread this scrub, this mix on your body, and then just wash it down. That also cleanses you up as well. Himalayan salt lamps, these are quite common. They're used quite a lot by a lot of people. I have a few in my bedrooms, like one of my bedroom and spare room. This pretty much absorbs any of the negative energies. The other thing is Himalayan salts are really good to pick up dampness in your house. So if you do see any residue left by the Himalayan salt lamp, it's just because there is a bit of dampness in that area. So it's just pretty much just it's just one of those natural agents that will let you cleanse the whole place out. Another thing you could use is crystals. Now, selenite, which is a white crystal, if you keep that at the front of your house, the front door, that also cleanses the energy. It just recharges the energy within the area. There is another one called black tourmaline. This one is very good. What I did was I had a bracelet which broke, and all the black tourmaline crystals came off. So what I did was I just put them in the house and in the office as well. In my workspace, I would just use that as just to keep it as there, so it recharges the energy that's around that area. So these are some of the tips that you could use, and I hope they would help you out. Pick one, pick as many as you want, pick the ones that you resonate with, and just work with it and see how that goes. And do not forget to leave comments in the comment section of the podcast. And also, if you want to directly message me, send me an email, you can do that as well. I'd love to hear from you. And if there is anything else you would like to discuss, maybe I could bring it up as a topic. And I wish you all a happy new year. And I hope that 2023 is even bigger and better. Thank you and bye.